Hey, this is Citizen Z. So today, I want to bring you a no nonsense judge. This lady I have been following for, I don't know, 6 months now. Maybe seven. I'm not sure. But she is a no nonsense judge. This judge reminds me so much of Ms. B and her mannerisms and the way she talks and when she gets angry. So, Miss B, this is why I say that you are this judge. Because you and her speak the exact same. I'm going to let you listen to this. And this is not a downgrade. This is not a diss. This is not anything negative. I love the way that you speak. And I love the way that you carry yourself and that you speak from the heart. You don't lie to people. And so I wanted to show you the comparison of why I say that you're exactly like Judge Bryant.
I remember this trial, and yes, you are correct. I remember Mr. Grant's behavior at the conclusion of the trial, and I mean, I have never been convicted of a crime, so I can't say for sure how I would ever act if I was convicted of a crime. I can say how I hope I would act and how I think, my personality would allow me to act, but you never know. So that in that regard, bygones are bygones. It shouldn't happen again, because then it'll be hard pressed for you to, convince me not to put him in jail. I say how I hope I would act and how I think, my personality would allow me to act, but you never know. So that in that regard, bygones are bygones. It shouldn't happen again, because then it'll be hard pressed for you to, convince me not to put him in jail. I have a sort of like an inkling, I guess, of what they were fighting about in the park. And then everybody who comes on a regular basis knows how I feel about that. People who have been friends for a long time, I'm envisioning the people that I've been friends with for a long time. Well, even the people I've been friends with for a short time, but people I've been friends with for a long time, I don't even feel like we wouldn't even really get into an argument. We'd just be like, child, go on ahead, go on. That's what you think, and this is what I think. And whatever. I can't imagine fighting with somebody that I've been friends with a long time. And I definitely can't imagine fighting, over no person that I've been friends with for a long time. You gentlemen are too old for this right here. This is some stuff that young people do. This is some stuff that people do who they say their frontal lobe isn't developed right yet. This is some stuff you do in your 20s, right? It's not stuff you do when you pass 50. It's not even stuff you should be doing in your 40s and barely in your 30s, but definitely not past 50. Like I couldn't imagine just somewhere seeing some people fighting and they over 50. That just boggles my mind. But it did occur. So this is what I'm going to say. Now, if you over 50 and stuck in your ways and stubborn and whatever and mean and surly, your end day is going to be just miserable. It sounded to me like this is a group of people who have come to a certain point in their life, and they have decided that the way they're going to enjoy their end time, latter days, we have more years behind us than we have in front of us. And sound like you all decided we're going to come together and play dominoes at the park. We're going to stay here. And when the weather is good, we're going to stay here, and play dominoes and enjoy each other's company. Now, I don't know why I would leave the comforts of my own home where I could be by myself, where I could, enjoy whatever I'm gonna enjoy at home to go to the park and fight with somebody. That don't even make good sense to me.
So you can hear the lecture, right? This judge is telling these people. You can hear it. I won't show the people because she, as I said, she's very, very, very um, courtroom presence driven, and she has asked for people not to record the defendants, and I won't do that. I'm going to record her though, because she is making a public statement. She is a judge, right? And she is making this public on YouTube. And I have no problems with this judge, and she usually doesn't mind if people respect her wishes, don't show the defendant, and stuff like that, right? So I respect those wishes. But I want you to understand this judge. If you show up in a courtroom in a hat, you're in trouble. If you're driving a car and you show up in the courtroom, well, you're in trouble. If you're slouching in your chair and you have a wife beater on, that will not be acceptable. They had one lady on here who was in the shower. She was in the shower. She set it up. She thought it was a good time to take a shower, right? When she went to court, this lady blew her top, man. This judge tripped the hell out. I'm telling you. But anyways, let's keep going here.
But here we are. Now, Miss, I didn't do a pre-sentence investigation. That means I don't know your history. I don't know your background. I don't know where you come from. I don't know what you've been through. But what I know is you old enough to know better. And I want you to do better. I don't want to see you going to jail and stuff at this point in your life. It's just not worth it. So we have to learn how to walk away from the things that bring us to a point where we have to end up somewhere in anger management. I'm too old to be trying to go to anger management. I'm gonna manage my own anger. I'm gonna walk away from this foolishness. And that's how I'm gonna manage my anger. So having said all that, I am going to do the following. I'm not going to send you to jail. I'm not going to send you to jail today. But if you don't follow my probation, if you just blow me off, if you feel like you don't have to do what I'm getting ready to order you to do, then please know that this is a 93-day misdemeanor. It is punishable by up to 93 days in the Wayne County Jail. It is punishable by up to 2 years of probation. And of course, the fines, costs, and fees. I'm not going to give you the 93 days in jail. I'm going to opt for the probation. But I need you to follow my probation so that I don't have to put you.
So now the sentence is coming down, right? She doesn't want to put him in jail, and she's opting out for the probation. But this guy had better heed her words. Because if he screws up, he's going to do 93 days in jail. He's going to have full 2 years supervised probation. He will have to report, right? And the fines will be crazy. So everybody listen to this part.
In jail and on probation. I can do both. The law does allow to do both of those things. So with respect, I am going to impose probation for 12 months with a final review date of November. I believe it is.
So she's about ready to impose sentence on him. So the guy gets. I'm not gonna play a sentencing. She asked not to do for people not to do that. If she gives a statement or she's lecturing somebody, she doesn't care about that, right? But she does care about giving out the guy's personal information and stuff like that. And I can respect that. I can. So anyways, it ends up that he gets 12 months unsupervised probation. He has to pay like $1,000 in fines. He has to stay away from the guy. He can't smoke weed unless if he has a card. No opioids. He has to go for a urinalysis today because she wants to see what's in his system, see if there's any drugs in there, and then she may modify her agreement, right? Because she got to go across the hall to the lab and then come back to the courtroom to see her. So, anyways, this judge is fair. And as she said, I don't want to put you in jail, but you need to act your age. That's her basic premise, is you need to act your age. And this goes out to the shit stain crew, right? You need to act your age. Grow up. Grow the fuck up. This is Z. I'm out.